this rain we've been getting, there's not much dry wood. None of that's dry. The birch bark is wet. Got a few leaves over here. Not much drier. Yeah, it's been unseasonably wet here for a few weeks now. There's water in places I don't see water laying in the springtime. I don't have a whole lot of hope for this, but we'll see. I'm gonna try to keep it somewhat dry. Everything's wet, wet, wet. All right. So today I'm going to use a piece of charred wood. You know what? Let's see if just the charred wood will take a spark. If not, I've got char cloth. I'm curious. As long as I don't crush the crushing the wood. That's not going to work. Alright. Well, get a piece ready to go and just put the cloth to it. That's an easy way to do it. Char cloth, charcoal, tinder bundle. Before it burns my finger here. Okay, that is wet, 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 wet. But it should keep the bugs away. Smoke's good for the mosquitoes. Sticks like they used to. Well, that's not good. Thought I'd show you guys the view from inside the tarp here. My kit back there in the corner in case it starts to rain here, which it's been doing a lot lately. Not too bad today, but the water getting ready to boil over there. Lake. I keep hearing all kinds of different birds down there. Some crazy ducks and some loons. Yeah, I probably wouldn't camp here with this setup. I just need to get out of the house and not worry if it rains. But yeah, all this juniper, you don't want to sleep on that. It's all off camber rock here. I mean, if a guy had to, you could, but yeah, I don't have to, so I don't think I'm going to. But I do need to get out for an overnighter here soon. And I was watching something, I think it was Corporal's Corner, they were talking about stealth camping. So yeah, I'm not going to go there. But somebody said, oh, well, why wouldn't you use a tent with a bug net? And of course, then that would defeat the whole purpose of being able to bug out real quick. No pun intended, but check that out. That's all you need. If you've got long sleeves and long pants on, that's mosquito proof. Your sleeping bag or your wool blanket or whatever you've got on top of you at night if it gets cold at night. Here it hasn't really been cold or warm, it's just been kind of miserable. But yeah, the only part really sticking out is your face and your head, so just get a mosquito net for your head and you'll be fine. Especially if you have a hat that'll bring the material out off your face and your neck. Then yeah, Bob's your uncle at that point. I hear another bush plane coming. I saw one beaver here a little while ago. One of Amic Air's. If you're ever up here, check out Amic Air. They can fly you and your gear out if you're going to do a canoe trip or something. Even just little tours of the area here. Oh, wind's picking up. It's nice having this back wall though. Yeah, I find even if the front's open in the wind like that, the wind's not going to come through because it can't get out. So I've got just enough smoke to keep the bugs out, but not so much that it keeps me out. And I don't have a draft going down my neck. Yeah. I mean, you could definitely build a lot smaller, tighter shelter out of a tarp this size for 1 or 2 people, but yeah, that view, I didn't want to block that off. Well guys, just doing up some dishes here, getting some hot water going and boiling off all the old bean residue. I still got my bush pot to clean up there too. But check this out. It looks like the sun is almost trying to come out. I certainly hope it does. I do much better when it's not always wet. But whatever. Gotta make do with what you got, right? I'll give you a little quick tour here. Here's my tarp, which is in sad shape. I need to get some packing tape on it, and I've got a grommet that pulled out. I got to replace that now. Put a piece of Gorilla Tape on each side of it and then do that up. But as far as what we set it up with, I've got just a round turn and 2 half hitches here. And of course we got our proof stick knots. I didn't have a long enough piece here to go through the eye and put a toggle on, which is pretty easy, but I didn't feel like cutting up another hank of paracord that I had, so I just made do and tied a reef knot through the eyelet. Gives me a nice tight ridge line. Wound the corner piece out around the stump instead of pegging it since it was there. Yeah, got my pot stand. I'm not going to call that firewood because I should have known better. Birch, if it's dead, it's already wet. It's no good. Can't be trusted. But yeah, look, we got water laying down here. Got water in here, all in behind my shelter. And I think I just timed this right. Let's see if we can see. On the old mine road, I heard a vehicle going a second ago. Oh, he's coming up. Because there's a water crossing down there that isn't normally supposed to be a water crossing. So it's been wet. I've never seen that wet down there in springtime yet since I've lived here. Yeah, and this is the lake. I love this little lake. Can't drink out of it or nothing, which is too bad. It's too close to town and the old mines, but there is. See if I can zoom you guys in there and see. There's a little waterfall. I think it's just down over there on the screen. But you can hear it. And do a shot at the back of the shelter here. I'm sure you'd still see it from the air. There's nothing to conceal it per se, but if you were in a spot with some cover, it'd probably disappear pretty easy. Lots and lots of open ground up here. But I picked this just because the mosquitoes are absolutely crazy. All this rain that we've had, oh man, the bugs are bad. But it is what it is, right? Can't do too much about that. But yeah, the wind keeps the bugs down. My fire, yeah, smoke's just kind of drifting out and down into that little valley that the lake rides in. What a spot. That doesn't sound like a normal bush plane. Almost sounds twin engine. Could be a C-46 or C487/DC3. I don't know if it'll pick it up right on the camera here or not. Yeah, it's a peaceful little spot. Pretty close drive to home. That's as far as I can get my car though. Man, I had to go through some deep water with that. I think we'll do a boat trip here soon and go camping. There's my pot scrubber. Seeing as how we had to get rid of some of this anyways for the fire. Some hot water. This is just so it doesn't stink up my bag too bad or get in there and make it hard to wash when I get home. Normally I wouldn't use juniper if I was going to be eating out of it again without cleaning it. I might save my water for putting the fire out, I think. Although I got all kinds of it. There's no shortage of water around here. Ooh, snacky snacks. I think I shall retire to my abode and maybe get some of this into me. Let the fire burn down. It's not a school night. So coincidentally, this is my editing studio here today too. That's hard work, so I'm going to have a little break here. We're already filming part 2. If we look very carefully, avoid eye contact because we might scare it away here. But you'll see the rare and elusive endangered northern Ford Ranger. This one's been hibernating for quite a while. We're just going to let it be here. Well, time to break camp and start heading for home, I guess. Cold. don't pull too tight on the rope when you're doing this because it'll abrade your tarp eventually. But it does keep your tarp from getting abraded in your pack, which is kind of nice, or wherever else you put it. Obviously it doesn't guard the ends, but it all depends how you stow your kit. I just tie a reef knot, or square knot if you want to call it that. Because that's what I tie my tripod onto. This poor old bag. I paid 42 bucks for this thing a long time ago. And by a long time ago, 3 hard years of use ago. Usually stuff doesn't last me that long. I've showed you guys this before in the video, but those are rivets for holding hockey skates together to keep the plastic holders onto the skate itself on the boot. Yeah, you're gonna tear a strap before that ever lets go. Okay guys, well, that was just a little relaxing outing. I mostly wanted to see what that tarp looked like too. I haven't even seen it in a couple of years, and it's definitely not mint condition. We'll put it that way. That's alright, I'll go home and fix it up. You guys take care, and we'll see you again next time from the Northwest Territories.